YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SB. Welcome to another episode of SB Toys today. Man, I'll tell you, very exciting review today. I am doing a toy review. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. Excuse my freaking plumbing here in the apartment. You probably hear that in the background. But anyway, as I was saying, got a video review coming here today. Definitely going to enjoy this one. Matter of fact, I'm surprised I haven't had one of these figures already. But as you can see already, spinning around, we have The Rock here, the People's Champion, the WWE Elite Series 47B Rock action figure here, spinning around in the package. As you know, normal modern packaging for the Elite figures here. You have his promo picture in the back. I'm trying to think exactly what era this is from. This has to be, I want to say this is a little, maybe around that Rock and Sock connection, Rock, or a little after that. This isn't I know it was in it the 98, 97 Rock. So it's a little later than that, this version that this figure is based off of. But anyway, he's got the stats on the back, the other figures that come in the collection and everything. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead and do what y'all been waiting for. Let's go ahead and pull them out the package and get hands-on with them. The Rock says it's about time you get me out this goddamn package. Yeah. So yeah, finally, The Rock, the Elite version, I got him here in my hand. The one little gripe I must point out before I get into too much detail. Mattel, QC department, whoever, you put a Rock out in the store with a freaking half-ripped, well, not half-ripped, but partially ripped knee pad, so I have to be extra careful. Hopefully this material is pretty durable, because I get happy with the leg movement here, and that thing is gonna end up Rock's gonna be only rocking one knee pad for a minute until I can find maybe somebody selling some Elite pieces and I can replace it. But yeah, Mattel could get it together with the QC. Anyway, now that I got that out the way, as far as everything else, a pretty solid figure here. I'm definitely impressed with it. Joints nice and smooth and stuff. And, you know, I've been a long time Rock fan, so I was definitely happy to acquire this figure. Now let's point out a few of the things that it comes with. What they're doing with these WWE Elite figures now. I know they're sending them with these little diorama cards and wrestler stands that you can display them with. Of course, I have not displayed my Elite figures with any of them things, and so they're more just going in the bin. But he does come with a use accessory that you can use. He comes with his entrance shirt, which comes off pretty easy, and it is cloth, which is something I'm very happy about. Sometimes Mattel likes to get very suspect giving these molded rubber entrance attires, expecting us to have, ease with removing them if we need to, or just posing in general. So I'm glad they did give him the cloth shirt instead, and you can just unfasten it, and fasten it in the back there with the little Velcro. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the measurement here of how tall he stands. This Rock figure here, standing about a little over 6 3/4. The Rock says, shut your mouth and get into some of this articulation. Well, okay, Rock, you could ask nicely, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's start at the head here. You turn him to your right, which is his left. And you can turn him to your left, which is his right. Full spin around, exorcist style. Doesn't really have any forward or back tilt. He has a little bit of motion. I'm not sure if it's traditional or designed to tilt, or it's just because there's a little wiggle room there. But he does have a little motion with the head movement. Let's get to his shoulder here. Does have a nice, joint a little tight there, but it has a nice extension. 90 degrees. Put it back. You can see full rotation going forward, 360. Bicep swivel here. Has a single jointed elbow. Get to the wrist swivel. You can move the wrist down. Does have a little range going up. Get back. All right, let's get to the midsection here. Does have ab crunch. So has a little range going forward. Definitely has a lot of range going back. Hip swivel here. A little ball peg joint. Thigh swivel here. Double jointed knee. He does have a little swivel here. Lower part where his boot actually starts. Ankle tilt back and forward, and a little bit of pivoting. Also, the extension has a little limited range coming out sideways. And has a nice extension going forward, almost a 90-degree extension going forward, and not so much going back. All right, so overall, this is a pretty nice build for right here. Definitely a nice little figure. The Rock here got his tattoos, wardrobe, and everything is on point. There's a lot of range, definitely with these elite figures. Now, there's really not too much gripes. My only drawback is the head scan here. It is in a little gray area. I won't say it doesn't look like The Rock, but it doesn't look like The Rock. But you can tell it's The Rock. So I know that's a little confusing, but they somewhat. And The Rock figures, I really can't think of any elite figures that's had a real just out the park head scan on The Rock. So, just take it for what it is. It'll do. We know it's The Rock. Anyway, overall, everything else pretty solid. The Rock says, show these people I'm spinning around on the turntable. Well, okay, Rock, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. As you heard, we got him spinning around on the turntable here. And let's go ahead and drop a few little dimes. I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you already have an elite Rock figure, especially from like the Attitude Era range, there's nothing really spectacular about this figure that's going to make you want to be like, I have to have this one. Unless you're a diehard Rock fan, like to the extreme where you have to have all type of merchandise, then yeah, go ahead and grab this figure. And also, if you're a fan of his entrance shirt, that's an additional benefit to why you want to go ahead and pick them up if you have one already. Now, if you don't, and you're just now getting into collecting some of the elite wrestling figures, or you're like me, you've collected periodically here and there, but you really just started upping your wrestling figure collection, and you haven't had one yet, then this is definitely a nice pickup, especially since they just released it. You can go ahead and find them in stores. I know I got this one at Walmart. You can probably find them at Target as well, Toys R Us, some of the other retail stores out there. Or, check online, your wrestling sites where that sells figures, ringside collectibles, things like that. So anyway, hopefully this review was helpful for you. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video, share it with your friends. Some of you out there who have figures of The Rock, elites, or even the basic version, just let me know what you think as far as this figure here. Let me hear from you. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are on Instagram, which is my other form of social media I mostly use, you can find me there at SB Toys. But anyway, hopefully I enjoyed this video. I'm going to get at y'all later. Y'all be easy. I'm out.